Hello, 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 and welcome to PrivateEnglishPortal.com. My name is Steve Ford, and welcome to Learn English Live. Lesson 1. I have received many questions and comments and compliments from all of you on Facebook, YouTube, Peppy Club, and also by email, by my contact form, so many ways, by telegraph, by smoke signal. And I have many questions from many people from all over the world, so let's go over those one by one. I will try to cover as many as I can in our first lesson today. So let's go. My first question comes from Sarwar from Afghanistan, and his question is, I am from Afghanistan. I am Turman Muslim. I want to learn English. How can I learn English? My listening skill is very weak. I can't understand English pronunciation. Thanks, sir. Bye-bye. Sarwar, your worry is everybody's worry. A lot of my students and a lot of people leave comments on my videos are always asking me about pronunciation. How can you understand listening and learning better? Two things. You will notice that English teachers like me and many others on YouTube, we tend to talk very slowly and we pronounce our words very clearly. When you are watching an American movie, many times that's not exactly the way people will speak. Blah, 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 blah. And you want to use closed captions, you want to use subtitles, you want to try to learn with something that you can enjoy. And that has been something that comes up with my students. So try to watch an American television series, a British television series that you like. It really has to be something that you like. And that way you can concentrate more because you're doing something that you love. Another thing that I try to do with my podcasts, I have some podcasts, I can leave a link for that, is that I speak at a normal speed, a native speaker speed, and then I have slowed down the podcasts. I have slowed down my speaking so that it is easier to understand every word I am saying. So that's another option for you. Okay, my next question, comment comes from Mona. Mona from India. Mona works for the Indian government, and here's her message. When I'm watching English movies or news, I could not understand. I have a great problem in English as I'm working in government.org. I felt very bad whenever I get together with my boss. I feel embarrassed because I don't know how to speak English. Well, Mona, what I can tell you is that you need to practice English as much as possible. That way you can boost your confidence. I know that many times my students from certain parts of the world had a very strict education. So anytime you make a mistake, you automatically punish yourself. It's almost as if you are making that person who corrected you appear again like a genie out of a bottle. In this case, the evil genie. And the evil genie is saying,
"No, that's incorrect. Stupid, stupid."
That's the wrong mantra, Mona. You don't want to say stupid, stupid. You want to say, oh, silly me, I made a mistake and I need to try it again. When you try to change your programming, Mona, with positive reinforcement as your mantra, you're going to notice that your English is going to start to improve. You really have to love yourself in this regard when you're trying to learn something. My next question comes from Asif. Asif's question is, I want to learn English for IELTS test in Pakistan. Would you please help me? I am very thankful to you. Okay, Asif. You really need to identify, first of all, what score you need to get on the IELTS, what band score. Second, you need to know, are you taking the IELTS general test or are you taking the IELTS academic test? Because they have similarities in their sections, but the IELTS academic is much harder, and it tests people on academic topics, just like as if you were in an English-speaking university. My next question or message is from Rodica from Romania. And Rodica, her message is, I am a teacher of English at a language center in Regan, Romania, and I have to congratulate you on your wonderful website. As my adult students would like to practice their English outside the class and make faster progress, I would appreciate your telling me about how they can enroll, if it is free or not. If not, what's the membership fee, as the economic situation in Romania is quite hard. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely yours, Rodica Bandila, Center Coordinator. Thank you very much for your message and your question, Rodica. You can join my website for free. It's open to anybody all over the world. Commonly, most of my students are from the intermediate to academic level. And of course, all of your students and yourself, you're all welcome to join my student community. And once you join, you will soon notice that a lot of my students will enter into contact with you, make friend requests, and say, hey, let's practice English on Skype. So all of your students and yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm usually on that website every day. You're welcome to participate on the forums to practice your writing as well. So there's a lot of fun stuff, podcasts, videos, activities to keep you busy for a long time with a smile on your face. My next question is from Samuel Chung, and Samuel's question is the following. It's a great question. Hello, Steve. I've heard of gotta in some American films. When I look up to the dictionary, it means have got to. Anyway, I sometimes heard some actresses or actors in other movies say, I gotta go. I gotta go there. So aren't there to have in this sentence? Can you please explain? Thanks. Ooh, excellent question. You have really come into the close circle of the way that native speakers speak in North America informally. Many times when we say, I have got to go, we'll say, gotta go. And when you gotta go, you gotta go. Why do they say that? Because it's easier to say. If you go back to my video, Peppy 5, I believe, I'm wearing an orange shirt, talking about relaxed pronunciation in English, I use that term, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go there. It's very interesting because at the time, many people commented and said, oh, I can't speak like that. My boss would kill me if I spoke like that. But you will notice, even Prince William, in a recent interview on the BBC, as he's getting married very soon, is using this structure, I'm gonna go there. So we can see that this has become a popular way of speaking, and I gotta go there is no exception. It's just a way that we say when we're speaking, of course. We would not use this when we're writing, unless you're writing some text message and you want to try to be cool. But in other words, you should be using I have got to or I have to. So if you want to review that, go back to Peppy 5. I'll leave a link for it. My next question comes from Miss Jem Tran from Vietnam. I want to say a special hello to all of my students from Vietnam. I know that there are many of you on Peppy Club and on my YouTube channel. So here is her question. First, I would like to say thanks to you for video clips, and then I would like also to thank to YouTube's website members. I am a teacher at the moment, so I have to find out a lot of information, video clips, information, syllabus, but in Vietnam I cannot do this. So I would like you can help me sending some video clips about basic, pre-intermediate, and some hotel receptionist check-in procedures video clip also. I'm looking forward to hearing from you as soon as possible. Yours sincerely. Okay, well, I have something in mind for you, and that is Peppy 28, the funny honeymoon. In the scene in the video we have a reception desk, and much of the vocabulary used in that is the vocabulary that you would use in real life in a hotel. So you're more than welcome to check out The Funny Honeymoon, probably one of my most popular videos. And afterward, you will find the links. You will find the links for the explanation all the way from basic, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced for that one video. So I'm sure that that would be something that would help you practice to find what you're looking for. My last question for today comes from Marcos from Portugal. Marcos's question is about conditional 2. Yes, conditional 2 and conditional 3 are very important for students that want to reach the advanced level of English. I've made many videos about conditional 2, but I'm more than happy just to give you the basic structure right now that all of the English teachers all over the world will teach you. And that is that you have the if part, what we call the if clause. So it's like if, sentence, comma. And in that part, you want to use something in the simple past, and then the rest of the sentence, and then period. You want to use some modal, would, could, might, plus the simple form of the verb. So I mentioned this in PEPI 16. I also mentioned it quite recently in much detail, conditional 2 and 3, in Learning English TV 6. That has been one of my very popular videos right now about ancient mysteries. So you can check that out. There's a lot of information there, Marcos, and I'll leave a link for that. But I have given you the basic structure for conditional 2. And lucky you, because in your language, which is Portuguese, any of the people who have a romantic language background, you can make some comparisons in conditional 2 and 3, which in some ways are quite similar to your language. So lucky you. Think about my poor students from other countries that have nothing in common with the conditional sentences. Okay, everybody, that is everything for today. I am happy to be here to be able to answer your questions. We've had a lot of fun together with all of these videos, and you can always reach me at info@privateenglishportal.com. You can always leave me a question on my Facebook, or you can also leave me a question on my YouTube channel or on pepiclub.com. Bye-bye.